Hi, welcome to today's webinar on math tools for online learning. My name is Sarah Chang and I'm an instructional coach with BPS Technology. In this webinar, we will be showing you how to use your tablet or phone as a document camera in Zoom. We will be showing you how to use the Chrome extension EquatIO for typing in math expressions and equations. We will be showing you an online TI-83 graphing calculator, and we will be providing some whiteboard options for you to explore. So first, if you have an extra tablet or cell phone laying around at home, you can easily turn this into a document camera when you are in a Zoom meeting with students. So here are some common household items that you might have that you could use as a stand for your document camera, for your camera. So if you have a wire storage cube, or you could use some cans to prop up your phone, or if you have a shelf, sometimes found in bathrooms or kitchens, or even if you happen to have a tripod. I happen to have purchased one off of Amazon for $13. These are all possible ways you could set up your extra tablet or phone as a document camera. And to set up your phone as a document camera, what you want to do is install Zoom on that device. And after you've installed Zoom on that device, you want to join the meeting that you're currently hosting using the meeting ID. So for example, if the meeting that we were in now had this meeting ID, on your device you would join by meeting ID. And I recommend that you join by meeting ID so that you can rename yourself. And a tip that I have is to name yourself document camera, so that when you join, there will be two versions of you. One will be the one that you're speaking from, and the second one will be the document camera that you're using. And it is possible for you to sign into a Zoom meeting multiple times. So there could be 3 of you or 4 of you. So install Zoom on that device that you have, join the meeting that you're currently hosting using the meeting ID. And I also recommend that you turn off audio so that when you do join, you won't have feedback. And once you join, you can have students pin that document camera participant so that it stays in speaker view. And to pin a video, I'll go back to the previous slide. If these are the participants in your Zoom meeting, and here, this person here is the document camera that I've called in on using my cell phone. If you click on the blue box with the 3 dots, it will allow you to pin the video. And what that does on the student end is it centers that participant in the speaker view. So you would ask your students to pin the document camera as the speaker view, and that way they can see what you're writing, and your cell phone can record in real time or show them what you're doing on the document camera. Now, I recommend, whether you have an Android or Apple device, to use the document camera in this way, to set it up by joining the meeting. Zoom does provide the opportunity to connect your iPhone or iPad via AirPlay or via cable, and that's also a possibility that you can use your device, your Apple device, as a secondary document camera. However, what I've found doing this method is that because your camera, you might be using the camera feature to record, and your cell phone might lock screen or shut off because it thinks you're being inactive, versus if you're called into a Zoom meeting, your phone doesn't turn into lock mode, or doesn't shut off the screen. The next tool that I want to show you is EquatIO, which is a Google Chrome extension that allows for typing expressions and equations into Google Documents, forms, slides, sheets, and drawings. It's a really great assistive technology tool that is made by the same people as Google Read and Write. It also comes with chemistry formula prediction. And when you do install this Chrome extension, you get a 30-day free trial with unlimited access to all features. And the premium features include the compatibility with Google Docs, forms, slides, sheets, and drawings. Now, after the 30-day trial is over, you will require a licensing subscription. However, they've made it free for all teachers. So if you are interested in using the premium version after the 30-day trial, there is an account, a free teacher account sign up by clicking on this link. And I will show you, if you go to texthelp.com, you can sign up for a free premium subscription by filling out this form here and submitting it. So I'm going to show you how EquatIO works. So I've pulled up a demo here, a Google Doc here, and I'm going to turn on the EquatIO tool by pressing this button here. This is, I've already downloaded EquatIO, so I'm going to show you how it works. So I'm going to turn it on. And now notice that I have this bar at the bottom of my Google Doc, and that's the EquatIO editor. And it's telling me I have 10 days left in my free trial, but after my 10 days are over, I'm going to get the free subscription. So EquatIO allows you to type in your equation through the equation editor. It has handwriting recognition. It has speech input. And then it also has a really great screenshot reader tool, which I'll demo for you right now. So if I wanted to insert x divided by 4 plus y equals 5, I could try doing it through the equation editor. So I'm going to press that, and I'm going to just start typing using my keyboard. So I'm going to type x/4 plus y equals 5. And that pretty much formatted it for me. And I'm going to insert, because that looks good to me. And now it is doing this all on its own. It's inserting that equation as an image. I could also insert using handwriting recognition. So if I want to do it by handwriting recognition, I'm going to press the handwriting icon. And let me just delete this out here. So I can use my trackpad and try to write as best as I can what I want to be typed. And notice that on the right-hand side, the computer or the program has converted that into digital form for me. And when I click Insert Math, it will automatically insert that as an image. Oops, I already have this. I could also speak. So I'm going to turn on the speech function. And when I'm ready to speak, I'm going to press the red button here, and I'm going to say x divided by 4 plus 5 equals y. And so notice that the program has tried its best to represent what I'm saying there. I don't really like the format of x/4 in that way, so I'm going to see if I can just fix it a little bit. And I just did / and it modified it pretty quickly. So I'm going to insert. And then also EquatIO has this screen reader tool where it really can read anything that you take a screenshot of. It doesn't have to just be numbers or math symbols. It includes regular written English as well. So this is just an image I took from the internet. I just took a screenshot of this image, and I will now show you what the reader tool looks like. So let me make sure that you can hear my computer sound. So I'm going to just draw a little screenshot over that part of the image. And EquatIO right now is processing.
Two lines, line 1, can you solve this question? Line 2, 7 plus 7 division sign 7 plus 7 times 7 minus 7 equals.
Okay, and so you have the option here to replay that, or you can copy it or edit in the program as well. So EquatIO It's a really helpful tool for teachers or even students who need to type in math language into digital format. For students, once the premium features expire, students will only be able to use EquatIO in Google Docs. Okay, so that's EquatIO. Next, I want to show you an online TI-83 graphing calculator. So what you will need to do in order to access this is first download a TI-83 ROM file. So you can do that by clicking on this link here that's in the slide deck that's available to you. And when you click download, this is a safe file. I've actually saved it to my drive. And so it's not a malicious file. You can press download and you don't even need to open it at all. Just download it. And so notice that it's downloaded here. I'm gonna just drag that straight to my desktop so I know where it's saved. Okay. I'm then going to go to this website, again, which is linked in the slide deck. Oh, let me share this so you can see. Okay, so I'm going to go to this website, which is linked in the slide deck. And on this website is a TI-83 skin. The first time you come to this website, you want to come to this pink box where it says Terms of Service, and you want to press I agree. Okay, and then once you've pressed I agree, it remembers that for you, so you don't have to do it again. Now, to set this up for the first time, we also need to load a ROM image to activate this calculator. So here in the middle box where it says import calculator ROM image, I'm actually going to import that file that I just asked you to download. So I saved that onto my desktop and I called this ROM file, and I'm going to open it. And notice that once it uploaded, it changed that image into a TI-83 calculator. And now this operates just as any TI-83 calculator. All of the functions are here. Okay, so you can use this to show students how to use the calculator or keystrokes or whatnot. If your students are also able to access this site and upload that ROM image, they can also use this as a TI-83 calculator at home. And because we have already agreed to the terms of usage and then uploaded that file, the next time you come back to this web page, it'll already be stored there for you, so you don't have to do those 2 steps every single time. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so there is a TI-83 graphing calculator for you. Next, I want to just show you some quick whiteboard options. One is always the ability to annotate when you're in Zoom. So as a host, when you go to your toolbar in the bottom, there's the ability to, when you go to the share button, you have an ability to create a whiteboard. So let me share a whiteboard with the class right now, or with you right now. Let's stop this share. Start a new share. I'm going to share a new whiteboard. So notice that your screen now is blank, and I have the ability to annotate on this whiteboard. Okay, so Zoom does have a feature built in, a whiteboard feature built in that you can use. Some other whiteboard features you can use are Polypad. So Polypad is a whiteboard that might be useful for teachers of younger grades. It is a whiteboard on that you can annotate, but it includes a lot of shapes or number tiles that you can drag and drop and rotate. Has number bars, fraction bars. One tool that I really like is that it has a protractor. Okay, so you can use a protractor and you can adjust the tool and move it around. You can upload images, etc. So this is a good tool just with some basic manipulatives available for you. Google Jamboard is also a collaborative tool that you can use with students that can collaborate real time. And I've included a link to a sample Google Jamboard that you might use in a math classroom. So for example, the prompt here, I've just taken a screenshot of a problem, and then I've used some sticky notes to input some directions for students. So for this Jamboard, it says there should be 2 students on this jam. Student 1 use green stickies and pen. Student 2 use blue stickies and pen. Write your final agreed upon answer in pink stickies or pen. When you have solved the problem, take a screenshot and post it to classrooms. Okay, so this is an activity that 2 students would be working on together at the same time. And notice here, you can share these boards with students using their BPS emails. So you can have 2 students per board. And this is an example of what that might look like with both of the students writing on the page and using stickies to explain the reasoning. ClassKick is a tool that the BPS Math Department has some support for. It's very customizable. It's great use for synchronous math classes, and it links to Google Classrooms. It's a pretty complex tool where you can do a lot of different things, not just for math class, but for multiple subjects, and you can see students working live. So that's a possible whiteboard option that you can check out. I will show you a web whiteboard, AWW. This is also a very user-friendly whiteboard app. It annotates very well when you draw with your mouse pad. You can invite collaborators here so that students can work together real time. You know, you can insert text. You have a whole toolbar here of options for you to work with. So that is something you can explore. And then Whiteboard.fi is a really quick whiteboarding tool that is great for quick formative assessments. So you don't need an account to join. It's very basic. You invite students via link, and you can see students responding in real time. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so I'm going to do a new class because nothing saves on this site. We'll just call it Math 101. I'm going to create the new class. And notice here, you have a tab on the left where after you've invited your students, you will see all of their whiteboards show up on this page. So you can see them working live. And then if you click over here on My Whiteboard, this is where you have a small little whiteboard space, and you might put something, you know, you might draw something very quick in there, which is do 1 + 2 equals. Okay, and then you have the option here under Actions. You push your whiteboard to your students. Now, I don't have any students in my class right now, but once you push it to their students, the students will now see what you've written on their whiteboards, and then they can start annotating on the whiteboard. And when you go back to my class, you will see all of the students working on that board. And you would invite your students to join by using the room code, okay? Or you can, the link is available right here. As you're playing around with any of these features, if you have any questions, you can feel free to email me at Sarah. My name's Sarah Chang. My email address is schang@bostonpublicschools.org. Through the slide deck, I also have some one-on-one virtual office hour sign-up times. If you want to attend any live webinars, we have a link here that you can explore. And we also have a self-paced Go Google course that you can consider looking at. And we have a list of resources for you to continue looking at on our very last slide. Thank you for watching this webinar on math tools for online learning.